friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and if you're back, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So I have been gone for a little while and I do want to apologize and thank you for joining me again despite my absence. I don't really have like a good succinct reason for why I left, just kind of was burnt out, and for me YouTube has always been like, I've always told myself that I'm like doing it for fun and like it's supposed to be like a fun thing and not like a job, and it just was feeling overwhelming with like the other stuff that I had going on. I apologize for leaving for a while and I hope to have some reinvigorated energy in coming back. So on that note, today's video is basically about all my fun DIY projects that I made while I was gone, slash my acquisitions of like fun and spooky little treats that I found while I was away for like the month. Because yeah, with not filming, I found I had a bunch of time to make and experiment with art forms and creative projects that I just haven't like done for a while, and I had so much fun, and now I'm excited to share it with you guys and also have like future upcoming videos like going more in depth into some of these projects. So I will kind of just overview of everything briefly, and I'll let you know when things are gonna be a bigger video. But why don't we start with one of the things that I'm most excited about, which is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer inspired jacket. So all of the patches are hand cut and stenciled by me, and it's got a bunch of my favorite characters on it and just, you know, some fun words and quotes and stuff from the show, and just like little jokes and inside jokes that I have of the show or like with myself. Basically, one of the reasons I kind of left for like a month is because I started watching Buffy and my brain just got completely consumed, where I was just like, yeah, I haven't gotten that into a thing, I mean, since like Monster High, I think, but lots of times when I have a new interest, it feels like it kind of takes over my whole life and I just like want to consume stuff about that thing for like hours and hours and hours in the day. So basically, a big reason that I left was for 2 weeks I was just like binging Buffy and making this jacket and just having so many feelings about the show that like stopped airing like 20 years ago, but I'm just discovering it now and it means everything to me. So I will have like a more in-depth video where I talk about this jacket and show you like all the patches and kind of like my stencils and my process and like all this kind of stuff. But for now, just wanted to show you guys Buffy jacket. It's so cool. I'm really happy with it, and I think it turned out well despite being like a little bit more on the simple side of jackets I've made. Yay, exciting, and I'm excited to show you guys the video of the full jacket when it comes to fruition. Another thing that has been really exciting for me is I've started finally experimenting with making clay-faced plushies. So I'll show you like one of my favorites. This little like kind of pastel blue clown one. They're not quite done. Their like bow isn't even properly on yet, but they have like a really cute face and I think they're really, really sweet. And I don't think I am going to make a tutorial on how to make clay face plush because it seems to be pretty ubiquitous. Like this seems to have been a trend on like TikTok or something like a year ago, and I'm like finally catching on as I want to do. But regardless, clay face plush, super fun experiment for me. I think I'm gonna make a video like dedicated to them because I think I have like maybe 10 or something new plushie DIYs that I've done, and I just like, yeah, I want to dedicate a video to them particularly. But yeah, this little starry-eyed moon bear I think is really fun, and I also made this little like devil bunny kind of that's super fun with like, it was originally like kind of one of those like love heart bunnies, but now it's a little kind of spooky demon one. He has little like skulls in his eyes, which I think is fun. And this isn't a clay-faced plush, but as usual, I still like to take apart and reassemble regular plushies. This one's a little bit like Gothic Lolita inspired almost, and I don't think they're done. They're like these two mint green bunnies that I added a bunch of eyes to one and then a little eye patch to the other, and I think they look really sweet, but they probably need like a couple more elements in their design before I really consider them done. I usually don't do designs that are like this simple, so we'll see. But the plush video will probably come a little bit later because I'm still in the process of like finishing up a handful of them. Another fun DIY, and this isn't gonna get its own video, I'll just show you guys real quick now, is this really cute shirt dress thing that I made because I miss Halloween and I want it to be Halloween already. But basically I got a big t-shirt from the thrift store, and then with a bunch of my Halloween scrap fabrics I made a big patch skirt. So this is completely based off Eleni Alexis Pixie Stardust. They made a bunch of DIY videos, and in one of the videos they showed these like dresses they had made with like all different like patches and stuff, and ever since I saw that video I was like, I want to make like a Halloween version of that. So I'll try to link their video below if I can find the exact one that they showed like this dress kind of project in. But yeah, it was super fun, super easy, just had like a really chill day the other week, getting together all of my favorite Halloween fabrics and cutting them into this really adorable dress. I think it looks super, super cute, and I'm really excited for it to be October so I can wear this and not get weird looks from people, because for now, people think it's not season appropriate. It's June! Halloween time, what do you mean? Either way, very, very happy about this, and I am looking forward to have October come around so I can do all of my like spooky outfits videos and feature this in it. The other thing, this one will get its own video, but I've been making collage boxes forever, like since I was a teenager pretty much, and I've just been meaning to make a tutorial about them since I started YouTube pretty much. So I just whipped this one up so I could show you guys a real quick tutorial on how to make your own collage boxes, or like, you know, little DIY trinket boxes. You can put whatever you want on them, you can make them whatever theme you like. This one is just a old tea box, like a red rose tea cardboard box that I painted and added some fun icons and items and stuff too. So if you're interested in this and more like this, I will have a video coming up for you, because this is a super easy, super fun DIY, and I think these kind of boxes make a great gift for people and really cheap and easy. So collage box video coming. Just wanted to kind of quickly show off this one as it's my latest one and will be featured in the upcoming video. Another thing that I kind of hope to make an upcoming video on, but I haven't really decided, is these little mini like cardboard shrines. I've made like a handful of them now, and I did film the making of one, but it's just like a cute little display thing that you can make, and it's just like out of cardboard, like just a piece of a cardboard box. This one has Draculaura on it, but I've also made one with Elvira, one with Morticia, one with Lydia from Beetlejuice. Like, you can do whatever you want with it, and super fun. So this will also maybe be a video coming, but we'll see. And then the last thing that I've been making is just a load of necklaces, because after I watched Buffy, I watched all of Angel, and then I wanted to watch Buffy again, but I wanted to share it with someone, so I asked Cage if he would start watching it with me, and we've been watching it every night, because yeah, when I get into something, I get stupid into it. I watched all the behind the scenes, I have all the DVDs. Weirdly, I got all the DVDs before I got super into it. I just found them at the thrift store and then I was like, you know what, let me go through and watch these. And I am literally, life-changing. But when you sit in front of the TV for a really long time, you can get kind of restless if you're a person like me. So that is where making a bunch of rosary kind of necklaces came in. So I've always collected a lot of beads from the thrift store and had been meaning to do something with them, and you know, making kind of rosary adjacent necklaces, because these aren't proper rosaries. I've made a tutorial on how to make rosaries before. Faux-saries, as I think is a great name for them, because they don't have the correct amount of beads in them. They're not like meant for prayers like the ones that I make. They're just meant as like purely a fashion accessory, so they don't, you know, they just look kind of like a rosary, but they're not intended for the usual purpose, which is not wearing. It's, you know, for praying and stuff. So yes, this one is just made of silver plastic beads, all the same all the way around, and I added this little bat charm to the bottom of it, and I think it's really cute. I've been meaning to go to more markets with Cage soon, because he usually likes to go to markets to like sell his bugs and stuff, and I think it would be fun to go with him, and then I can unload a bunch of these. But if that doesn't work, I will probably throw them up on Etsy. The reason I don't love Etsy is because shipping and stuff, just pain in the butt. I'd rather just sell things in person and like not have to deal with like the $20 of shipping and this and that, and it's a whole process. And I've tangled these very badly. This next one is made out of red glass beads, and I like it because it reminds me of blood drops. It's very vampiric. I have two that are really similar that I made for myself out of the same kind of beads, but I found these beads at the thrift store and I think they just make a really pretty necklace. I used this big bat as like the separator charm, and then a tiny bat at the bottom for the extra charm. Last time Cage and I were at this very small thrift store, we found these beautiful glass pearl beads, like fake pearls. They're made of glass, but they're really nice and weighty, and I think they're absolutely stunning in this kind of rosary. And I put a little sword charm at the bottom, which from far away kind of looks like a cross, but then you get up close and you're like, ooh, it's a sword on pearls. And I don't know, I really like the contrast of like the delicate, like luminous pearls with like a little dagger when you're expecting a cross. I think it's cool. These are some blue plastic pearls that are kind of tiny, but they're very shiny, and I think they have a really, really beautiful color. And I put a teeny tiny dagger charm on them. These are some plastic beads that I found at Michael's. They're very like iridescent and pastel, and I think they're really, really gorgeous. And I just put this little pastel pink coffin charm on the bottom of them. I think it's very like pastel goth and very, very cute. And another pastel goth kind of one. This one I put with pink glass beads and black glass beads as the separators. I think this is a really, really fun style. And I put this little fake resin bird skull at the bottom. I don't know what kind of bird it's supposed to be, but I think it is a very cute, very like pastel goth kind of style accessory. These ones are fun. These ones are very Halloween-y. I'm excited for October to come around so I can wear these. These are one of the pairs that I made for myself, not for intending of market purposes. Okay, there we go. It is just black and orange, classic Halloween colors. I love it. I tried to make a candy corn one too with like white, orange, and yellow, but I ran out of the bead colors that I needed, so that one didn't get finished. I still think that would be a good idea, and I want to look into like putting real candy corn candies in resin, or like finding some way to preserve them so I could like use those as a charms, because I think it would be really cool. But if anyone has tips on that, let me know, because I have not any experience with resin making. Regardless, for the charm at the bottom of this one, it's another one of those little fake crow skulls. So very, very fun there. And then the last and most recent one I made is with these green beads that I found also at the thrift store. They are glass. They're like super nice and weighty, like heavy, nice weight. And I put this little charm on them that has like a snake wrapped around a sword. And I thought, like, I don't know, whenever I think of snakes, I think of the color green. So for some reason, like the idea of like green with like a snake charm on it kind of made sense. So yeah, green with a snake and a sword charm. And that's all my rosaries that I've made lately, that hopefully most of these I will offload at the market, but if I don't, expect to see them on my Etsy. And this is one that I started but haven't finished yet, but it's like a kind of pastel rosary one, but I just got my 2 strands, so very fun. So that is all my latest DIYs that I will show for now, and now let's go into my latest like acquisitions. And this isn't like just basic, you know, like, oh, I bought nectarines the other week. This is like all my fun, exciting, potentially spooky stuff that like maybe is of interest to you. So keep on watching. First, I'll show you guys this guy. This guy's so fun, and I'm so happy that I got him. This is Candy Claus, which is from the Layer of Voltaire. I love him. He is a creator on YouTube. He's a writer. He's a musical artist. I probably should have said musical artist first, because that's I think what most people know him as. But just all around, super cool, amazing guy that was one of my like first introductions to the gothic community, was like his book Painted Black, and like all the DIYs of that just like really sent me on a DIY path that has just enriched my life in so many ways. So yeah, thank you to Layer of Voltaire for all that he has done. And I finally own a piece of his merchandise, which is this little Candy Claus plush. This is the Leathery Wings edition. I don't know if they had another edition, but this is the one that I got, and I love it. I think it was about $25 if I remember correctly, and I adore him. He lives in my Halloween display. I just think he's super, super cute, and how could you not love that face? Yeah, if you don't follow Voltaire on YouTube already, I think you should really check him out. If you like any of my DIY stuff, you'll love his Gothic homemaking series. He does a lot more like furniture and stuff, where I focus more on like clothes and stuff, I'd say. But I think that he is incredible and got lots of knowledge for the spooky community. If you are in it, I think you will love him. Also, his little tail is like this little devil tail. Can you see it? It's like that. That's so cute! And he has like little felt tips on the bottom of each of it. Like, he's just incredible and so soft and cushy, and he has like a little skull on the top of his hat. He is fantastic and I adore him, and yes, very, very happy on this purchase. Next, this is so freaking cool. So this was a recent find from Facebook Marketplace that my dad actually took me to pick up, which I love because I've been having car trouble, which also my dad helped me fix today, so thank you. I love you, Dad. I don't know if you watch these, but hi, you're the best. And yeah, so he took me to pick these dolls up, and I basically got all 4 of them, technically 2 dolls and 2 figurines, but still, all 4 of them for 35 Canadian dollars, which, if you know about these dolls, that's a steal of a deal in my opinion. Like, I lost my mind about this. So yes, I got more B-Goths, and if you've seen my previous video about like my B-Goth collection, they are just an incredible doll line of all gothy dolls. They were like kind of from the early 2000s if I remember correctly, and sold at like Hot Topic and kind of like those more alternative stores, and they're all just like super beautiful gothic ladies. They also have these little figurines, but let me talk about the dolls first. So this one is Hypnotica Gaze. She's incredible. These ones are in a little less good quality of the previous ones that I've got. Like if you look at her corset, it's not really in the best shape, and if you look at her face, it's kind of dusty. I would like to clean her, but I'm very scared to do it in a way that will mess things up. I have not had to clean a B-Goth before, just Monster High dolls. So if anyone has tips for me, please, please, please let me know. Otherwise, I will just Google and do my best, because yeah, even her pants are like very dusty, but they're like made of this leathery material, so I don't really know how to clean it the best. Regardless, she is kind of like this cybergoth inspired doll. She has hypnotic powers. That's where she gets her name from. So if you look at her eyes, they're like swirlies, and I think that's amazing. Her eyebrows are iconic. They're bat wings. Like, I wish I could do my eyebrows in bat wings, but they are like way too naturally thick, and it would probably look a little strange. So I can live vicariously through Hypnotica, and I adore that. She has this like dagger on her cheek. Incredible. I have tried to replicate this in my own makeup before, I think in a YouTube video, and I just think it looks so cool. Black eyeshadow, black lipstick, bunch of ear piercings in both ears, and snake bites. This is a piercing that I would love to get one day. Then on her body, she has this little skull and crossbones tattoo, which is just like so cute to me. The articulation on these dolls isn't like amazing. It's just, you know, head and neck, shoulders, but no wrist, no elbow, just, you know, legs and stuff too, but that's it. And they have the bend and click knees if I remember correctly, but now I'm too scared to do it, so I don't want to mess her up by accident. This top is incredible. This like red mesh turtleneck, and it zips up. It's all connected to her corset, which is made of this like pleather material, which after 20 years is peeling a bit, but that is completely understandable. And if you look, it's like a bodysuit, so you can see that like the mesh of her turtleneck actually like goes all the way down, or like it would on a real outfit, and then her corset just kind of like goes over top, and it looks so cute. Her pants are like amazing faux leather trip pants with this really cool belt and these straps, which I just think is iconic. But the best part about her pants are these little like crosses on the ankles. Oh, I love that, with like the little built-in panels. Super, super cool. And she has really fun boots, as is necessary for any alternative doll. Where would they be without their cool boots? Nice and chunky. They've got like the B-Goth's skull on them, and yeah, I just love her. She has yarn dreadfalls in her hair and like her little black Princess Leia buns. I think she is so freaking cute, but by far my favorite thing about her is her eyebrows. I just think those are so iconic. So yeah, that's Hypnotica Gaze. Incredible. The other doll that I got from this wonderful person is Gloria Phobia. And I think she was from series 7, where they were doing kind of this like silent movie star kind of theme, like very old Hollywood glamour. So she's got this like long black velvet dress with like this big crystal in the center and this very like spider type ribbon pattern over it. She's got a tattoo of like the laughing and crying drama masks, which I think is really, really fun. Her piercing is like the Monroe piercing, which is very appropriate for kind of glamorous movie star sort of vibes. And she has very much more minimal piercings and minimal eye like stuff compared to lots of the other dolls. Like her eyes are just blue with a sparkle in it, which like for most of the B-Goths I feel like they usually have like, you know, an X, or one of their eyes is blacked out, or they're like 2 different colors. So she has like very like human looking eyes compared to a lot of them. And really subtle green eyeshadow, black lip liner on red lipstick, which is a look I would love to try and pull off. And her hair is like in this very short bob that I would like to try to get looking more presentable, because right now it's just kind of like a, like it doesn't really have a shape, but I would like it to be like a little more sculpted and fancy. And she has this little headband that has a spider on it with these green gems and then these little like pearl beads on the sides of it. I think she's really cool. And her boots are very simple, kind of witchy boots, but very fun. And her dress has these like kind of fun tendrils, which gives it a Morticia Addams kind of vibe. So very, very cool. Excited to add her to my collection. And I think she's the first, yeah, she's the first B-Goth I have that has any green in her look. Most of mine have red, and then I have Back to School Storm that has blue, but she's the first one with green, so a little more color to the family. Oh, speaking of, happy Pride Month. I don't know if you guys saw, these earrings were made for me by a lovely subscriber, but non-binary and bi pride flags. Happy Pride. Sorry if I didn't say it before. And I hope this video comes out in time for it. Alright, next, from the same seller, because it was included with these, I got little figurines. So this one is Luna Bella, and she is iconic. Hello, I love her. Best part about her, in my opinion, is these massive bat wings. If I could have like a non-human quality bat wings, hands down, 100%, not even a question. Amazing. My favorite, the things that I like a lot about her, I like her face very, very much. I think her face paint is really fun with like the little vampire teeth and like the red eyes and like the flame. I think her outfit is awesome. I love this little like leather vest and leather mini skirt. I think the studs on it are great. I think the flames are like super corny in the best way. Her stockings are iconic and I love her little shoes. I just realized now that she has like a little bat on her platform. That's so cute, and they look like little Mary Janes, which honestly doesn't really go with the rest of the outfit, but I love it. Do your thing. Her stand, because they all have different ones, is like a vinyl of her band, presumably, because it's Drain Me Tender, by Luna Bella and the Bats. It says Bleeding Edge Records. It's very, very cute. So yeah, she's standing on a little pile of records, and I just think that's iconic. Oh, she also has, I don't know if the best way to see it, but she has a arm tattoo that looks like it's of like little skulls, like 6 little skulls in like fire or something with wings. Oh, maybe roses? Like roses with skulls in the foreground, I think maybe is what we're looking at. Very cool. I think her hair, I don't know if I love her hair. Like I like the fact that it's short, but I don't know, something about the fringe is kind of throwing me off. I guess it's supposed to be very Elvis. Cause yeah, Love Me yeah, okay, I get it. It's supposed to be like an Elvis thing, but I guess since I just don't really like pompadours and Elvis hair, I don't know. I think she would look cooler with a mohawk, just like a straight up mohawk. Everything else about her I like. I think it's just the hair that's throwing me off a little bit, but she's a real cutie. She has tons of ear piercings and this really big lip stud, which I love about the Begoth dolls, is just like how in your face their piercings are. So yes, this is my second little vinyl figurine. If you're interested in the rest of my Begoth collection, I have a whole video about it, but she gets to have a friend, yay! And now, let me show you guys the one that I was losing my mind when I saw her in the listing, because this has been one of my grail Begoths since I kind of found out about the line, and when I saw her in like a lot for $35 total, I was like, hold the phone, please, I'm here, like, let me have her. I found Trinity Tortura. I love her. She is so freaking cute. I love the pigtails. I love the blue hair and the blue lipstick and the eyebrow and the lip piercing. I love her facial expression. She looks so like, I don't know, mischievous and like so cool. I love her kind of like corp goth outfit with the corset. She's like a little bit more posable than Luna Bella over there, but you can articulate her at the waist, and you can also move her arms. With Luna Bella you can't do any of that, you can just move her head. And she's holding this little key to her ball and chain attached to her foot, and she has the best shoes. Look at those super chunky Mary Jane heels. Those are so cute. I love her little pleated skirt. I love her red tie. I adore her corset and like, yeah, very corp goth button down shirt. She's got the little stockings. I think she is absolutely iconic. I really, really like this style of gothic clothing where it's like very preppy looking, but also super like edgy and yeah, I don't know. Like, can you tell that I like preppy clothes? Yeah, no, obviously. She's iconic. I love her. I think she's so cute, and I'm so excited to have her as part of the collection. Trinity, you are my grail. You are my grail, and now you're in my collection. And the last doll, this is not a Begoth doll, but for my Monster High fans, I got another Draculaura! So basically, the place that I work at also owns a thrift store, and one of my coworkers who works at that thrift store, whenever they get Monster High dolls, she brings them for me. And this Draculaura was getting sold for $2, which is insanity. She is, I think, like the reproductions of the original, like not the ones that just came out, but like, how do I say this? Basically, like there was first wave of Monster High in like 2010, and then maybe in like 2012 or 20 something, they made kind of like a redo of the basic ghouls with like slightly lower quality, so like the buttons aren't real, like they're just like printed on and like stuff like that. I think the shoes weren't fully painted and like their faces were a little different, but still, I don't care. I love them. I think this Draculaura is so cute. I'm excited to fix her up and get her hair all looking nice and pretty. But for now, yeah, total icon, and I'd love to have another Draculaura in my collection. Plus $2, like in this Monster High current environment we are in, that is unheard of. I hate the way that Monster High is being oversold right now. Like the old ones, obviously the new ones they can sell, you know, whatever they want. I'm not buying a ton of G3 though, I'm not uninterested in all of it. But yeah, amazing. I love her. I love me some vintage Monster High, and it's just super fun to see. And then the last thing that I got is a whole bunch of books, mostly comic books, actually all comic books. So if you're not interested in that, thanks for watching, but if you are, let's go through them. Super, super exciting. I got the Bigots comic book. Basically all of these except for one I got online from, I'll put the name of it, but it was like My Comic Book Shop Online or some very generic name like this. They were all very affordable. I think all of these were around like $2.50 to like $6, like nothing breaking the bank. But yeah, the Bigots comic book. So fun. I totally didn't need this because I have actually read it online and you can find it online for free pretty easily. But now I have a physical copy of it, which is just incredible. I think the art in this is super, super cool, and I love being able to see like their old advertisements and stuff. They're just so freaking cute. So yeah, very, very cool that I get like an actual copy of a Bigots comic book in person for like $2.50. I love it. Yeah, very, very happy about that. Then I bought some Emily and the Strangers comic books. I had found, I remember when I was a teenager, one Emily the Strange comic at my local comic book store, and I loved it, devoured it, had the poster on my wall forever. And now I found these online for quite cheap, so I picked them up too. They're very fun. I really like the character art. It's nice because like it's in color. But yeah, it's basically about Emily starting a band, and they have some really fun posters in it. I'll show you my favorite one. It's like kind of a reproduction of that Le Chat Noir or whatever that painting is called, you know, with the black cat. I think it's really cool, but it's got Emily and Nietzsche and Miles and Sabbath and Mystery, and yeah, look how cute that is. Isn't that fun? I love that. So yeah, another Emily comic. Super cute. I love these characters. Look how fun they are, all like color-coded and stuff. And bonus, the back is really fun. You can see these like cool old Emily merchandise. So super fun. Love that. I think this is the first one of the series. Yeah. Super cute. This is in a different art style than the one I was used to reading growing up, but delightful, fun, and another thing to add to the Emily collection. Next, since I have Buffy brain rot, I got a bunch of Buffy comics. So this one is like an itty bitty one that I think was like a free preview. Yeah, free preview, and this is such a cute art style for Buffy. Look at Willow! She's so cute! I mean, like, how is Willow not ever cute? Like, she's always perfect. But yeah, this was just like a fun little itty bitty free preview to get. The cover art is super fun. I like this, I don't even know what style you'd call this, but I love the way the dresser looks, like with like the cross and like all her vampire hunting materials at the top, and like this very like dreamy kind of high school girl kind of situation, but it's got like stakes and crosses. Like, it's so cool. I love that. So that was one of the Buffy comics I got. This was another free preview that I got of the Buffy comics. This one, I like this art style less, but it's still cute. Just maybe not as much for me. She kind of reminds me of Daphne from Scooby-Doo in that one, especially with the purple dress. But it was cute. The other half of the comic is Plants vs. Zombies, and I didn't get around to reading that because not that interested in that, to be honest, but the Buffy part was very sweet. And then my two favorite characters in the Buffyverse are Spike and Drusilla. They just are everything to me. I know they're super toxic and like not a good representation of couples, but I love toxic villain couples, especially vampires, especially Drusilla, as like she does something to my brain. I adore her. She's everything to me. So yeah, super fun. Got these Spike and Drew comics. Very interesting art style, and they have like so many comics in the Buffyverse. There's like Faith and Angel, there's Harmony, there's like all sorts of different stuff from what I've seen. These are the only ones that I've got, but just like from my short perusing, I'm like, wow, there is a lot going on. So yeah, these were okay. This one is, on the other hand, was sick. Amazing. I love this. Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer. It's set in the future, I think 50 years in the future, so Buffy is like an older lady, and the sun has gone out in this future world, so vampires can roam the streets whenever they want, and like vampires and humans like coexist like in peace, but like not really, and there's like all this corruption because there's a lot of human like donors who like will willingly let themselves be like drained by vampires, and it's like this whole thing, and like slayers are illegal, so like Buffy's like the last vampire slayer, and the spoiler whatever, Tara and Willow's daughter Hello? Taranavilla's daughter? Hello? I died! I died, this is so cool. So yeah, totally alternate universe Buffy, but like old lady Buffy with like living in this world where like her existence is illegal. So cool. I love that. Highly excited to find more of these because I just got the first one and I'm like, I need more. I love this alternate universe. This is so fun. And then I got another Sandman comic. This one's not really a comic so much as like a collection of sketches and art, but as a longtime Neil Gaiman fan, this kind of thing is a treasure for me. And I was super excited to find it. This was one of the more expensive pieces that I got. I think it was $6, but absolutely gorgeous, stunning. I love it. And yeah, just another good one for the collection. And then this is a super fun new one. Basically, I got to hang out with one of you guys. B, if you're watching this, hi. It was so cool to hang out. Basically hung out in a local neighborhood, went to a bunch of cool local stores, and we went to the cat cafe I work at, and we each got a copy of this book, which is super fun. It is this comic book that you can also like find and read online, but still super fun. It's about these two sisters, but spoiler warning, they're not quite sisters. It's like kind of a little more insidious than that, but they're twin sisters who fight demons and devils and evil and all so beautiful. And like, just look at the art in the back. Like, this is so fun. I love stuff about like twins fighting evil, girls fighting the demons, demon girls themselves. It's so cool. It's just, I don't know, I love it. I was really excited to find it. So B, if you also managed to read this, I hope you are enjoying it. I loved my copy. And if you, dear viewer, are interested in this, look up Exorcisters online. You can find this thing online to read for free. And it's super fun and worth it in my opinion. So, very fun. Those are my latest comics that I have purchased, and that brings me to the end of my acquisitions and DIY little update video. So I hope that that was enjoyable for you to watch. It was really enjoyable for me to film and get to show you guys all this stuff. It was really fun for me to like have a little bit of time off to just experiment with making stuff and reading new things and gaining inspiration from like the world around me, because you know, sometimes you need a break and it's okay to take one. And I kept feeling really guilty about like leaving and stuff and anxious about coming back and all these stupid feelings, but like, this is for fun. We are on this world for such a limited time, and we should try to have fun if we can. So yeah, with that, I am leaving you for now. I really appreciate you for watching. I hope maybe this video inspired you to, you know, look into more DIY or look on your Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone has something fun for you, or look into secondhand comics, or I don't know, whatever makes you happy. I hope you do something today that can fill your heart with a little bit of joy, and I think that's all I got for you for now. Hope to see you in the next one. Again, sorry I was gone for so long. I'll try to be back more, but I'm probably not gonna upload like every week anymore because that was like too much for me. Like, I was really stressing myself out about like I need to upload every single week and like feeling bad and guilty because like everyone else can like upload even daily and like I can't do it even weekly. But that's not true. And if it is, that's fine. I can't do it and other people can. That's, you know, sometimes that's the reality of life, and it's okay. So, take care of yourself, be easy on yourself, and thanks for your patience. I love you. Give yourself a hug from me, and have a good rest of your day. Bye for now!